so here we go. I know that this issue of Kris Wu's sexual assault and rape allegations to underage girls has been blown up of proportions since last weekend, and up until now, this issue still not subsided because they're still investigating whether Kris will be given a maximum death sentence if he is proven guilty, or if the victims were lying, because this has been in talk about since last weekend, and whether or not Kris will deserve the punishment for sexually assaulting girls who are below 18 years old, or if the victims were spreading slander just to ruin Kris's career and so on. So I'm only going to talk about the issue of what has transpired so far, and I'm only going to talk about 3 victims yung nag-speak out over the last week. And yes, I'm only going to talk 3 aside from si Meizhu, and there are also 2 other victims here na graduated member sila ng isang sister group of a well-known Japanese girl group, and this sister group is very famous doon sa China. And I know by now which sister group in China I'm talking about here. So before we start, don't forget to click like, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell para maging updated kayo sa mga videos ko each week, and share the video. So obviously, this video contains a trigger warning as it contains sensitive topics like pedophilia and rape. So brace yourselves for the information that I'm going to discuss here, because this is not going to be pretty. And one more thing, I will not associate Kris doon sa kanyang former group, which is EXO, because we all know that Kris left EXO noong 2014, so it's been 7 years already. So I will not drag EXO dito sa video na ito, because this is Kris we're going to talk about here. And I will also not include the group name doon sa title ng video ko, because like I said, this is Kris that we are going to talk about as a singer and not as a former member of EXO. Okay? On July 18, last Sunday, a 19-year-old college student named Meizhu posted on Weibo and revealed that she was sexually assaulted and raped by Kris Wu. So I saw the translation and the summary of what really happened to Meizhu, and I'm going to read it. Number 1, 500,000 yuan from Wu Yifan is being returned now. 180,000 yuan has been returned. The remaining 320,000 yuan will be returned after transfer restrictions. Number 2, Wu Yifan's 3 ways of working. Asked girls to go to an interview late at night in the name of casting actors. Each local fan manager said they're going to pick some pretty girls from the fan meeting and go to a mini fan meeting. There are a lot of girls at the scene, but when you go to the hotel, there's only Wu Yifan in the room, introducing other girls to girls who had sex. If you succeed, you can give your introduction luxury goods or give them less than 10,000 won. Number 3, I was going to leave before having sex, but if the manager doesn't let the girl play, your entertainment life will be over. I was dragged to the hotel and drank myself unconscious. When I woke up, I was lying on the bed of Yifan. Number 4, never had birth control when having sex. And lastly, never had the entertainment resources that Wu Yifan promised to girls who had sex. To this day, the information regarding sa confession ni Meizhu that she was raped by Kris Wu is disgusting.
Disgusting shit.
You are a 30-year-old man, for crying out loud. Pero ang pinapatol mo, mga minor? For real? Really? Ito yung reaction ko when I read Meizhu's translated post dun sa kanyang Weibo, and I feel really bad for the victim. And I'm fucking angry at Kris. Because yes, he's really famous in China ever since bumalik siya doon sa China. And then all of a sudden, pumutok yung balita. And then hindi tayo makapaniwala na ganito pala yung gagawin ni Kris dun sa mga underage girls. This breaks my heart for Meizhu to experience a lot of trauma and what she's going through ever since she was raped by Kris. And I sympathize with the victim here. It took up a lot of courage for her to speak up and call out Kris because she called him a pedophile and a groomer. This is not the way of how you should flirt with girls. Tapos, ikaw yung mas matanda dito, pero ang pinapatol mo yung mga menor de edad or barely in their legal age. Are you fucking serious here? This is just disappointing kasi he's a famous singer doon sa China. I get it. Pero, I did not expect him to be something like this na nangyari ngayon, na ganito pala yung ginagawa ni Kris. I know that there are a lot of fans, especially XOLs, na nade-disappoint dahil sa ginawa ni Kris. And I know that they're very disappointed and shocked nung nalaman nila yung ginagawa ni Kris. And as a result, dahil sa post ni Meizhu on Weibo, a lot of brands who was sponsored by Kris cut ties with him dahil sa controversy. And there are other victims here na aside kay Meizhu na naging biktima ni Kris din. And I'm talking about the two graduated member of SNH48. Yes, the girl group or yung sister girl group ng AKB48 that is based in Shanghai, China. So they are the next victims that I'm going to talk about here. So the first graduated member of SNH48 is Zhang Dansan. And she said doon sa isang translated post, "I'm scared to think about it. Actually, he also came to me. I didn't plan to say anything before, but recently I have seen more and more discussions. I realized that this essence is deception, and using my own aura not only deceived me. Okay, I'm lucky. Because of my defensiveness and sensitiveness, so I didn't get any real harm. But it seems that not everyone is so lucky. Although the real law of the universe is what I can't give a definite answer, at least this kind of thing is wrong. Everyone's desire for love is instinctive. If you take advantage of the yearning for love, set up sweet traps, it's evil. Love is not something that can be treated with contempt. Respect for getting along between people is basic. And also, I want to tell everyone and myself that if the girl feels any offense or discomfort in a conversation or relationship, she should bravely say no. Stop. Don't be because of who the other party is. I didn't get any real harm. Don't denounce anyone. I just want to make the fans awake and give the girls a vaccination. No matter who the other party is, don't relax your vigilance and protect yourself." Nag-provide din ng screenshot si Dansan yung kanilang conversation with Kris, and let me tell you that it's really uncomfortable to read the conversation of Dansan and Kris doon sa messages. Basta yun na yun. So, I thought na si Zhang Dansan is a victim from the graduated members of SNH48 na tiglure ni Kris and inviting her dun sa gagawin ni Kris, but I was wrong. So, aside kay Dansan, there is another graduated member of SNH48 who was also a victim of Kris. And I'm talking about Jiayi. So Jiayi posted the parts of their conversation with Kris, and ito yung translation. Kris, later if I have a daughter, I would definitely protect her. Jiayi, you will. Kris, I remember seeing another mother saying something. I taught my daughter how to protect herself for 20 years. Yet you couldn't teach your son to not hurt her. I was very distressed, so I was always very careful. Unless I really got together with her, I'll never hurt her. Of course, unless it wasn't serious, then it is whatever. Those girls probably think they are the ones taking advantage of me. You, Jiayi. Ha ha ha. So dito sa case ni Jiayi, Kris is trying to manipulate her and making her believe that the girls or those underage girls na tig-rape ni Kris is trying to take advantage of him, and parang pinapalitan yung story para maniwala ni Jiayi si Kris. So parang he's an evil manipulator and he can get away with flowery words para maniwala si Kris. And I think na backfired ata yung plano ni Kris na illure si Jiayi because it did not work. So I cannot enumerate more victims na tigbiktima ni Kris dito because there are actually 30 girls who were victims of Kris. Either tig-manipulate with words, or tig-blackmail, or tig-sexually assaulted doon sa hotel room, and at the same time tig-rape. Basta I only focus on 3, which are Jiayi, Zhang Dansan, and Meizhu. These 3 victims are the only victims that I will be mentioning here in this video. But the matter of fact here is this: Kris is a pedophile and a groomer in the making. I sympathize with the victims who called out Kris, and I applaud for the brands na sponsor si Kris for cutting their ties with him after the controversy erupted noong a week ago. I will call out those people, especially FB stans who are spreading fake news that Kris is innocent. No, he's not yet innocent. He's innocent until proven guilty. And if he's proven guilty, there is this law in China wherein there is death penalty. And if he pleads guilty of what he done to the victims, he will get the death penalty. And as he should, because we don't condone idols who did such heinous crimes, especially rape and sexual assault. And without consent pa yung ginawa ni Kris, na parang pinipilit niya yung mga underage girls na mag-sex silang dalawa, which is not okay, which is not okay at all. Consent is important, okay? To Kris, this is not the way you flirt with girls, okay? And you're trying to lure underage girls na vulnerable na nga, tinitake advantage mo pa. And you're taking advantage of barely legal age girls na 17 years old, na hindi pa sila 18, 30 years old ka na, pero pinapatulan mo yung mas bata. Diyos mio! Get your shit together! You deserve the death penalty. And I hope you will rot in hell. I will also call out those people who are making jokes in the middle of the controversy. I saw 1 or 2 videos on Twitter and TikTok regarding Kris getting electric shock, and they use a music video of FX electric shock music video. Please lang, take the video down, okay? This is not the right time to post memes, okay? Please take those posts down. It's not funny. We are in the middle of this controversy and you have the audacity to post memes in the middle of the controversy. Please report those posts down, okay? So I hope that the victims will get the justice they deserve, and I hope that Kris will rot in hell para mabayaran yung mga ginawa niya doon sa mga biktima. And I hope that the investigation will be finished as soon as possible. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!